The stars burned with the light of 1,000 dying ships. In the dark space near the third planet of the Kepler system, two massive fleets faced each other like ancient warriors preparing for battle. The war had been going on for 3 long years, and both sides were tired of fighting, but neither side would give up. Commander Zektar stood on the bridge of his flagship, watching the enemy fleet through the large viewing screen. His 4 arms moved across the control panels as he checked his ship's weapons one more time. The hegemony had sent him here with 200 of their best warships. Today, he would either win this war or die trying. "Sir, all ships report ready. For battle," his weapons officer said. The young soldier's voice shook slightly. Even after 3 years of war, the sight of so many enemy ships still scared the crew. Zektar's species had been space travelers for over 1,000 years. They had built a great empire that stretched across 50 star systems, but they had never fought a war like this one. Wars were supposed to be quick and clean. A few battles, some negotiations, and then peace. This war was different. It went on and on, bleeding both sides dry. On the other side of the battlefield, Admiral Velnara of the Free Worlds Alliance checked her own fleet. She had fought Zektar many times before. They knew each other's tactics well. Both commanders were skilled, both were determined, and both knew that today's battle would decide everything. "Enemy fleet is holding position," her sensor operator reported. "They're waiting for us to make the first move." Velnara smiled. Her blue skin turned slightly purple when she was amused. After 3 years of fighting the hegemony, she had learned to read their patterns. Zektar was careful and smart. He would not attack until he was sure he could win. The Alliance fleet spread out in a wide formation. Their ships were sleek and fast, built for hit-and-run attacks. The hegemony ships were bigger and stronger, designed to stand and fight. Both fleets had advantages. Both fleets had weaknesses. Between the two fleets, empty space waited. In a few minutes, that space would be filled with energy beams, missiles, and exploding ships. Thousands of soldiers would die, maybe tens of thousands. Both commanders knew this, but they also knew they had no choice. The war had gone too far to stop now. Zektar looked at the tactical display. His ships outnumbered the enemy slightly, but Velnara was tricky. She might have ships hiding nearby, ready to jump into the battle at the worst moment. He had learned not to trust what his sensors showed him. "Begin the attack pattern," he ordered. "All ships, advance on my command." The hegemony fleet started, moving forward slowly. Their big ships stayed in tight formation, protecting each other with overlapping shields. It was an old tactic, but it worked. The Alliance would have to come to them, or watch their home planets burn. Velnara saw the enemy movement and nodded. This was exactly what she expected. "Signal all ships," she said. "Execute Plan 7. The Alliance fleet split into 3 groups. The main force would hit the enemy head-on while 2 smaller groups attacked from the sides. It was risky, but it was their only chance against the stronger hegemony ships. Both fleets moved closer to each other. The space between them grew smaller and smaller. Weapons charged up, ready to fire. Shields powered up to maximum strength. In the ships, soldiers said prayers to their gods and thought about home. Then something impossible happened. "Sir," the sensor officer on Zektar's ship suddenly shouted. "New contact. Unknown ship approaching from Sector 7. Zektar spun around. "What? Show me." The main screen changed to show a new ship at the edge of the system. It was small compared to the warships in both fleets. Its design was strange and blocky, not like anything in their databases. Most surprising of all, it seemed to be alone. On the Alliance flagship, Velnara got the same report. "One ship?" she asked. "Are you sure?" "Yes, Admiral. Just one ship. It's moving toward us at low speed. Design is completely unknown." Both commanders stared at their screens. In the middle of the biggest space battle in 3 years, a mystery ship had appeared. Who were they? What did they want? And why would anyone fly a single ship into a war zone? Could it be a new hegemony weapon? Velnara asked her officers. "No," her science officer replied. The ship's technology is different from both our fleets. The engine signature is completely unknown. Zektar was thinking the same thing. It's not one of ours, he told his crew. But it's not Alliance either. Something new has entered our war. The unknown ship kept coming closer. It showed no signs of weapons charging or shields powering up. It just flew steadily toward the two fleets as if it belonged there. For the first time in 3 years of war, both commanders faced the same problem. They had been ready to fight each other. They knew each other's ships, weapons, and tactics. But this new ship changed everything. "Sir, what are your orders?" "Zektar's," weapons officer asked. Zektar looked at the Alliance fleet, then at the mystery ship. The war could wait a few more minutes. He needed to know who these newcomers were and what they wanted. "Hold position," he ordered. "All ships, stand ready but do not fire. We have a new player in our game." Across the battlefield, Velnara gave similar orders. For the first time in months, both fleets stopped trying to kill each other. Instead, they watched and waited as the small, strange ship approached. Neither commander knew it yet, but their war was about to change forever. The galaxy was about to meet humanity. Captain Jake Morrison stood on the bridge of the UNS Independence and watched the stars change as his ship dropped out of faster-than-light travel. After 6 months of traveling through empty space, they had finally reached their destination. The Kepler system was supposed to be empty, just another star with planets that might support life someday. "Jump complete, Captain," said Chief Engineer Lisa Park from her station. "All systems normal. We're at the edge of the Kepler system." Jake nodded and looked around his bridge. His crew of 45 people had volunteered for this mission knowing they might never see Earth again. They were humanity's first deep space explorers sent to find new worlds and maybe new life. The United Nations had built only 5 ships like the Independence. This was humanity's biggest step into the galaxy. "Ryan, start scanning the system," Jake ordered his tactical officer. "Let's see what we found." Ryan Cole was a former Navy officer who had joined the space program when Earth's governments finally agreed to work together on space exploration. His fingers moved across his control panel as the ship's sensors reached out into the new system. "Captain, I'm getting some strange readings," Ryan said after a few minutes. His voice sounded worried. "There are a lot of energy signatures in this system. Way more than there should be." Jake walked over to Ryan's station. On the screen, dozens of bright dots showed up near the system's inner planets. Each dot represented something big and powerful. "Amy, can you make sense of this?" Jake asked. Communications specialist Amy Foster was the youngest member of the bridge crew. She had learned 12 Earth languages